muscles tighten, body fighting, planted feet. I'm not running, I think I'm running. Stay here with me.
Welcome, viewers. A reminder that the world of darkness and its content is for mature audiences. Vampire the Masquerade contains some dark and potentially disturbing themes. If something is too uncomfortable or triggering for you, you can always mute or leave or pause until you feel safe and comfortable enough to return. The game is recorded in advance so that we can be in chat to discuss the game with you and answer any questions. The city has gotten too crowded, and now there's only one way out. Follow the highway north, on past Barry, all the way to Sudbury, but stay on the lighted path. Never go beyond the Kine and their settlements, because out there, well, that's lupine territory, and they don't like us much. But whatever's in Sudbury, whatever's there, has pushed them out. And now, it's our turn. Not all darknesses are the same, and not all things frighten all people. You never know what's behind closed doors, or what secrets you may find. And who knows, if we're very lucky, the clouds may part and we'll see the stars. Coming this Saturday at 1 p.m. to Archives of the Dragon. I am your amateur storyteller, Corey, aka Unconscious Celestial, and these are my wonderful players.
Good evening. I am the Ivy Raven, and I play Emma the Tremere.
Hi, I'm Coyote Lewis, and I play Hannah of Clan Gangrel.
Hello, I am Mickey Bear, and I play Lexi of Clan Toreador.
Hello, I am Lanhi, and I play Lilith, Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Spectre Lafette, and I play Noor, Clan Kaitif.
Hi, I'm Rain, and I play Thea, Clan Bruja.
And this is Sudbury by Night. The vampires of media have always either been depicted as gorgeous and seductive, or ugly, monstrous creatures of the night. As kindred yourselves, you've come to realize this holds more truth than you may be comfortable to admit, regardless of beauty being internal or skin deep. It may be beneficial for some Nosferatu to befriend a Toreador, or a Bruja to accomplish a Ventru. All of it to suit needs and aspirations, despite what their clans stereotypically stand for. Even kind can be useful to kindred for other than just food, as walking the day is near impossible for most. Recognizing and utilizing your strengths, overcoming weaknesses, it's all a part of this undead life in order to do more than just survive another night. Rouse checks, please.
Lexi gets hungrier.
Hannah gets hungrier.
Lilith gets
Good.
hungrier.
Everybody!
Yeah, so does Thea.
Uh-oh.
I weirdly am fine today.
All right. So It's now Saturday evening, I believe. What are you most likely doing when you awake?
Well, given that I get woken up by the lovely whispers and pangs of hunger, that needs to go away. That needs to be quiet. I will check I will get up, get showered, check my phone. Am I working tonight?
I believe you offered, yes.
Okay, so that means I need to eat before I go into work. Otherwise, so I will actually go into work a little bit early and find somebody at the bar and start buying them drinks.
Okay. And then after you feed, you start your shift?
Mm-hmm.
Waverly is there like every night.
Yeah, I'm watching her like a hawk, by the way.
Yeah. Lilith?
I will wake up and go straight downstairs to the kitchen and where the room with the blood bags are. And then I'm just gonna start exploring the house some more and see if I find anything. I'm just exploring to see if anything catches my eye. I'm not looking for anything in particular, just looking around.
Yeah. There?
Thea will get up, get ready for the night. A little quicker than normal because she did get hungrier.
And Thea does have a new haven now. So.
Yeah. So, quick check just around the new place to make sure everything seems as safe and secure as it can be. And then I will head out. Let's head to the bar. That way I can try and find something to eat and possibly meet up with the others there to figure out what we're doing.
Okay, so you're gonna go to the sanatorium then?
Yes.
Which is the one that Waverly works at? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hannah.
Since I stayed at the house, I'll kind of change it up a little bit and do a normal evening run, but I'll start ranging a little bit closer to like the mine areas that are close by to the house on my way.
Okay.
I don't feed yet. I just ignore my beast being like, I'm just going to run it. Just going to run it out.
Run through it. Okay. Emma?
Emma is going to... She had requested some information from her shopkeeper to see if she could get any records on the ring, I believe it was, that she had found at the hospital. Necklace?
Yes, necklace.
Sorry,
yeah.
I was looking for it on my sheet.
Okay.
There it is, I think. Just so that she had any kind of reference for it. I don't know if she's actually, if the shopkeeper found anything specific about it or not. It's not too stressful to her. But she's also going to just kind of like talk to it because it glowed. She's trying to figure out this whole thing. So she's just going to kind of like, she's not really doing anything specific. She's just kind of talking to it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So not using discipline powers. I'm just
just talking to it.
talking to it.
Okay. As you're talking to it, where are you?
I'm in my haven still.
In your haven?
Yeah.
Are you in a library area?
The haven is more of just kind of like a concrete, it's not quite the same size as the footprint of the bookstore, but it's not huge either. It's kind of like a large bedroom almost, just it's underground. So it's got some bookshelves and stuff in it in her place where she sleeps. It's not like a multi-room sort of deal.
Okay. As you're talking to the fetter, one of your random non-breakable trinkets falls from one of the shelves.
Okay. Well, at that, I'm definitely going to turn on Sense the Unseen if I can see what's lurking. So.
Okay. Well, before we come, we're going to go over to Nora real quick, and then we'll come back to
It's fine.
Nora, because they don't wake up hungry, will probably turn on their record player, listening to La Muette de Portici, and definitely going to figure out how to use Amazon to order Clue.
Okay.
And then after that, Rafi's been bugging them, and they're gonna go out and rollerblade after they figure out how to do Amazon for her.
Okay. Are you is Nora learning how to rollerblade, or
absolutely learning how to rollerblade? There's been a gap in her education in general, just how to be a modern person. And so Rafi's trying to catch her up to speed on looking normal in some way.
Okay.
So you're trying to look modern, but you're going with rollerblading.
Hey, rollerblading is great.
Popular right now. Like the TikTok teens are all about it.
I like that song. Okay. Let's go back to Emma then, because that's kind of fun there.
So do you want to roll the Sense Unseen, or do you want me to roll the Sense Unseen?
Oh, no. You go ahead. Roll for yourself.
Okay.
Yep. I'm comfortable with that.
Geez, 2 successes. I am real bad at rolling this.
Okay. Just 1 sec.
I just don't know what the difficulty level was, so.
No, that's okay. Yeah, you don't actually see anything.
Okay. So I'm going to keep talking to it, but in my little bag of tricks, there is some stuff that I have acquired for your more typical kind ghost hunting. So I have this little device that has a EMF detector. I'm going to set it down by the fetter, and I'm just going to keep on talking, but I'm going to ask it if, instead of what is deciding to knock my stuff on the ground, if it would rather instead move the lights on the little gray box for me. So.
Okay. Is there a specific, do you request
I am going to ask it. I want to know. I'm going to ask it, were you male or female when you were alive?
What's the answer for yes or for no?
Okay, so if you can push it to, I'm trying to remember what the colors are on the EMF detector. If you can push it all the way to the top, that would be a yes. If you can push it to the middle, that's a no. Because there's about 6 or 7 lights. I can't remember. So.
Okay. So do you ask it first, female, and then?
Yeah, for male or female. Sorry. Yes, male. Sorry, were you male when you were alive? It's been a while, so.
So the light kind of goes halfway.
Okay, so female then. Interesting.
Goes all the way up.
Okay. Well, at least you're not throwing my stuff on the floor anymore. This is a lot easier way of communicating. Sort of. So did you die at the hospital?
All the way up.
Okay. Did you die in the 1970s?
All the way up.
Okay, so okay. I was just guessing. I was like, I gotta narrow down. Sorry, Ghost. I don't have a. I kind of looking around. I'm looking around. I need a better way of communicating with you. Trying to think. I am going to. No, that's not a very good way of doing this. Were you killed by somebody at the hospital?
Halfway.
So it's a no.
But it kind of like goes in between.
Oh, so it could have been
like
a malpractice kind of thing, not necessarily intentional. Yes and no questions are so difficult. See, I need a good way of figuring out what your name is. That's what I'm trying. That's why I'm racking my brain, Spirit, so that way I'm not just calling you Spirit. It's also if I can figure out your name, I've got a better way of actually being able to speak with you, I believe. Yes, perfect. I wonder, since you could push my stuff around, this is kind of dangerous. This is dangerous for myself, but I'm going to actually see if you can do this for me. So Emma is going to kind of slit into her wrist with her fingernail, or she's got a knife. She's going to use that. She's going to work some blood onto the ground, and she's going to ask it if it can you your spirit finger, and like write your name in the blood on the ground for me. I mean,
the light on the EMF kind of goes like all the way down and all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up.
So is that a yes, or are you messing? I'm not messing with you. I'm legitimately curious what your name is. So I'm trying to do the best I can to figure that out.
Let's see. Why don't we have you make a roll?
What do you want me to roll?
Let's do. I feel like a manipulation roll is required here.
Manipulation and what?
Persuasion.
Okay. So 4 successes. About as good as I could get on that.
Okay. So as the light kind of goes off, like on the EMF, it kind of goes off, and you just see in the blood just M-A-D spells out Madeline.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your name with me, Madeline. Or am I saying that wrong? Is it Madeline? Madeline? It's probably Madeline. I'm gonna say Madeline. We'll call it that. Shoot, Madeline. I'm going to have to do some more research. But the next time I try to talk to you, I have a much better and easier way of doing so. Promise. If you want to hang out here, you can. That's fine with me. But I'm going to have to go out and actually take care of some things tonight. So, or I guess
the light just kind of on the EMF. It just kind of goes in between the yes and the no. The middle and the end.
You can do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So, but thank you for being so nice and not continuing to throw my stuff on the floor.
Okay. So let's go back to Lexi at the sanatorium.
And has Thea shown up by now?
Well, let's say yes.
Awesome.
How did they get there? Sorry. Just by Uber or cab or?
Yeah, Uber or something like that.
Okay. Go ahead, Lexi. Sorry.
I will pour her a drink. Hello, Thea.
Hello?
Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not.
Thea?
Thea? Okay. Sorry, it's been a rough evening already. You know, when you wake up with the munchies, it's just a horrible night.
Yeah, I understand that very well.
Yeah. So I'm about to go on break. I need to talk to you about some stuff.
Okay.
And I'll look over at Waverly and just be like, kind of give her the, I'm going. And I will scoop Thea up and take her outside, light up a cigarette, start smoking, and start scanning start scanning around, make sure nobody's listening and or watching.
I follow him out back, taking the drink he poured with me. So, what's happened?
Something's going on with my boss.
Okay.
She's about some shit.
What kind of shit?
I don't know.
Oh.
This is a recent revelation that I have just recently come to, as of like last night.
Okay.
And I say this without ego. Because, you know, humans are smart monkeys. They just want, you know, food, shelter, sex, escape, and very little else. And when presented with said things, when they deny said things, that means that, yeah, they're on that extra shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, I need to start doing some digging into her. Because, yeah, monkeys need to stay in the cage.
Very true. Were you hoping for my help or something? Is that why you're telling me, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we're up here for.
Okay. Anything in particular?
No, as of right now, it's, you know, merely suspicion, but, I mean, we're vampires, we're paranoid.
Very true. Okay.
I will look around as I continue to scan, make sure nobody's watching. And so, yeah, just keep an eye on her, maybe follow her, I don't know, get in her good graces, figure out what it is she wants. Because, yeah.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Awesome. And spread the word to Lilith as well to
Okay.
look into that she might want to look into this as well because, yeah.
All right. I can do that.
Other than that, how's your evening so far?
Well, still got the munchies, but
Oh,
otherwise, yeah.
well, I mean, I can help with that. Anybody inside catch your fancy, or anyone in particular catch your fancy? I can get you fed up real quick.
No one in particular yet, but
Are you particular, or is it just catch as catch can?
generally not too particular. I mean, it's nice
let's
sometimes, but
Let's get you some, prime cut Canadian beef, And Lexi will head inside and find somebody and start buttering them up to Thea. Basically, have you met Thea?
So, Thea, you proceed to have this conversation with this person, and you take them off, and you go and you feed.
all right. Sounds good.
Lexi, were you just on a quick break with Thea, or was that the end of your shift? Muted.
I'm muted. For the purposes of progressing in the evening, let's say that was the end of the shift.
Okay. So, did you want to, are you heading out or are you coming back in to the sanatorium? What's going on?
I will send a text message to Lilith and Hannah and Emma and Nor and just let them know, hey, at the sanatorium, are we meeting up tonight to figure some shit out, or what are we doing? Because if left up to my own devices, well, fun will be had.
Pop up brave.
I faceplant
Hannah.
trying to answer the text.
Okay.
Rafi laughs at me. I was going to skate towards downtown, towards the sanatorium, but if not, I will skate home and get in the car and go to the house. So it's really up to what other people want. Which she will text some version of that to everybody.
Okay. So it's either the sanatorium or the provided haven.
Hannah I'll send a text that's basically like the house. We wouldn't have to worry about someone listening in.
And I will let Thea know, hey, everyone's wanting to meet up at the house. You want to head over there now that you've gotten your grub on?
Yeah, we may as well.
Fantastic. Do you want to drive? Because I am more than mildly inebriated.
Yeah, I can drive.
Fantastic. And I will hand the keys to the caddy over to Thea.
Okay.
Okay. As you are driving to the haven, you get a text from Waverly that just says, hey, good shift tonight. Thanks for your help.
I do not respond.
Okay.
Emma is going to respond to like the group text, just say, I'll head that way here in a little bit. So she'll head out whenever.
Once Nora gets disentangled from her skate, she's going to text Lilith privately before she heads up there and goes, hey, was it better with somebody in the house? And leave it there.
Lilith, seeing this text, I will respond back and be like a little bit, and then I kind of like awkward smiling emoji. Like,
Don't worry, Nord is only semi emoji literate, so you know you smiled. That's good. Nor will attempt to find an appropriate emoji, and she'll pick a smiley face, but one that is just smiling too large, so it's ambiguous whether she's laughing or just smiling at you.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'll just send a thumbs up.
Okay.
Nora will just head over to the house at that point. I think I'll put the roller skates in the car though, because I'm mad at them, and I have to win.
Okay. Emma, is there anything you do before heading to the Haven?
No, I don't think so. I'll just take my normal bag of fun stuff, and I'm gonna leave the fetter there. So.
Okay. So you all arrive at the Haven.
Go inside. Hello, you fine individuals. How are you all this evening?
Hannah is clearly still wearing the same clothes she wore last night.
Don't everybody answer at once.
I was just trying to think. It's like if Emma gets there at the same time as everybody else, or is there?
We're assuming everyone. We're assuming everyone's inside
around the
house.
same time.
Gotcha.
We're all
Gotcha.
together.
Sorry.
Let's not micromanage this.
Is he always drunk?
I try to be.
Does that make your nights easier for you?
I don't know. I'm experimenting. I'll let you know when I find out.
Seems
Gotcha.
Quite the experiment.
Yeah, it's been going on for a little over a century now, so.
Well, I lost a fight with my rollerblades, but I will win it next night.
You
Awesome.
You were having a fight with rollerblades, so like actual fighting or just not?
I was not succeeding, but it was lots of fun, and it goes very fast comparatively. Almost like learning how to bicycle the first time.
Anyway.
What? We can't have fun because we're undead? I will make a memo.
No,
I think he has plenty of fun.
I'm just picturing somebody with rollerblades on their hand going, "Ah!"
I mean, we could do that. They're in the car.
Rafi just sitting there freaking just messing you up with rollerblades.
There are definitely days he would like to do that.
You should look into that.
Yeah. If your goal is wanting to slap you around some, I can help you. I've got a ward for that. So
no, it's more like exasperation with me.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd say something along the lines of it's more of sexual frustration, but you know. Choosing beggars.
My tastes have always run slightly more to the feminine.
Well, I mean, they have surgeries for that now, so I don't know.
I just need him to be able to hit things that want to hit me. Whether
you're relying on your ghoul to take out a kindred?
No, I'm relying on him to get out in their way.
Oh, so he's just fodder.
He's a speed bump.
Fantastic. I like the way you think.
I'm fond of him. I don't want him to die, but in the worst case scenario, he gives me distance between me and them.
I am trying to think. Did you guys said you saw a ghost the other night at the hospital, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Did you guys tell me the name, or
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious because I'm doing research into the hospital.
I would like to insight check that.
While he's inciting, I will actually answer. Her name was Madeline. I bought her Clue. I figured out how to order it on Amazon.
Oh, right. You guys were talking about the ghost who wanted to play the board game. That's right. So what do I roll to against his insight?
Typically manipulation subterfuge.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna lose this one, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna blood surge. Whew, success. Barely beat me, of course.
What was the insight that you were checking? Just if they were...
Whether or not she was actually just curious, or whether there was something more, or whether she was asking a more pointed question, because there is obvious intent behind her questions. Oh, so you're just curious. There's no other reason for you to be inquiring about spirits that were conversated with when you were off by yourself in the hospital.
Yeah, because nothing talked to me when I was at the hospital. I mean, I found since you are so mistrusting of me, Lexi, I'm
mistrusting of everybody. Don't take it personally.
I suppose that's probably wise. I found a necklace that was interesting, and I was talking to it. I've been talking to it and seeing if anything would respond.
Why would you talk to a necklace?
Because, Lexi, some of my special training involved things. And so
Things.
Because that's
That
not
makes
vague
up-
at all.
So animal, vegetable, or fucking mineral?
No. Do you know what the Tremere do to the lowest peg on the pole, the ladder, the lowest rung or whatever?
Step on it?
Yeah, they step on it. I got
Okay.
stepped on a lot. So that involved all kinds of fun things, like ingesting copious amounts of vitae from other kindred and
Sounds
stuff.
like fun.
Not when they're, beating you and force feeding you blood, trying to get you to learn things about the blood for them. Like, that's not very fun, Lexi.
Okay.
The
So,
Tremere being terrible. What a shock.
Yes. Well, the Tremere are assholes. So there's a reason I don't live in the Chantry anymore.
But what is it you're trying to do then? Like talking to this necklace.
I wanted to see. Okay, so lucky for me, one of the blood donors paid off. I can see things that they look slightly off, and so they're apparently tied to the dead, like not undead, dead. And I saw this necklace. And so I took it because I wanted to see if it would talk to me. And tonight it talked to me. And in a very awkward roundabout way, I got the name of the individual, and they said their name was Madeline. Now I have no way of confirming that it's Madeline that you all talked to, because they could know Madeline's name and just be saying that regurgitating that to me.
So what you're telling me is you're doing some Giovanni shit. I'm sorry. That's not what they're called in modern nights. Hecata.
I suppose. I don't know. They didn't tell me where the blood came from. So
I mean, technically, not only the Giovanni can see the
Yeah,
undead.
technically cool, but they're the ones who fucking perfected that shit, aren't they?
look, I'm not Giovanni, Hikata, whatever you want to call them in these nights. Like I said, force fed a lot of blood over the years, and one of the tricks I picked up was that one. Lucky me.
So basically, what you're telling me is Clue Night is at your house now.
I don't really have the space for entertaining, I suppose, but I was just curious because I'm going to have to do some more digging now to see if Madeline is actually Madeline. Does that make sense?
I mean, what are the fucking
yeah.
odds?
We
I think
lie.
I think it's a fairly safe assumption.
You would
that
think, but
you now have the person, well, the spirit of the person that we were trying to, forge a decent relationship with under your thumb now.
I don't know if that's the case. They seemed amicable enough to me. I mean, I was struggling
because
to,
you have something that they were tied to in life. I
Ah.
don't know exactly all the particulars of it, but I've been around the block a few times and I've seen what happens when Giovanni fuck around with the spirit world. I'm sorry, the Hikata.
See, that's knowledge that I did not have. So like I said, I'm going to have to figure out if this Madeline is Madeline, because if they are, then I'm going to try and confirm. I don't wish to hurt them. I was just curious who they were, if they would even talk to me, that is. And they talked to me, so now I guess I know. And so once I confirm who it is, then I can ask them more questions. I mean...
So, wait, how did... you said that you've never... I mean, it's fairly easy to talk to spirits. You just, utilize your Auspex powers.
Sometimes that fails. But I can also... I believe I can... I don't know. There's another trick that I wanted to see if it worked or not. So,
well, if your Auspex powers failed, how do you talk to them?
Well, I have the tricks that the kind use to talk to spirits.
Like
there's this little gray box with little lights on it, and it lights up. I've seen people use flashlights. There's all kinds of different tricks to doing this. I mean, talking to the undead is... I was going to say it's not rocket science because we're talking to one another, but
yeah.
But it's no, it's the kind have their tricks in this regard, and they seem goofy on the surface, but sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. And
you missed the conversation about smart monkeys.
Oh, well, no. So the only reason I even tested the gray box with the lights was because when I was talking to this necklace, one of my books was thrown onto the floor. And I know somebody'd say, well, there's a blast in the mine or whatever, but I make sure that it's my books are not in it easily, to be tipped onto the floor.
A precarious perch, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought about a Ouija board?
I suppose. I don't know. They wrote their name for me, so.
Oh, so they were able to grab a pen and write their name?
No. I spilled some of my vitae onto the floor for them and asked if they could use their spirit finger and write their name in it.
She seems so sweet. She must have been horrified.
Yeah. Poor Maddie.
I mean, we don't know what she was into in life.
I'm fairly certain it wasn't writing in some lick's blood.
Very few people were into vampire blood who aren't licks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Look, this is all new territory for me. I just wanted to ask questions.
I thought you said you were getting trained by the Tremere.
No. I mean, actually interacting with it. Like I said, there's a ritual that I was taught when they found out that I could see the glowy stuff that the dead like or whatever, and I wanted to try that out. That's just why I needed to figure out if the ghost you talked to was the same ghost I talked to, so that I can actually try and.
Hey, I'm all for experimentation, as previously noted.
I was about to say, mages are almost always more into test it first, then worry about consequences later.
I don't see why there'd be consequences. I'm not going to hurt this
Because ghosts
Ghost.
are crazy. They're
So-
fucking ghosts.
I mean, I've
do
met
you understand
plenty
do you understand what their means and motivations are? Because
Not
I sure as fuck don't.
particularly. Hey, look, I'm trying to learn because why not? So
I mean, at least she
As-
gave us the good information about the weird shadow things that the wearers were dealing with. So
yeah, but
it
now
might be good.
Now, for all we know, freaking Emma's got her Mima's necklace and, she's particularly attached to it. And she's going to be grumpy that it's been taken by one of us dirty leeches, as she so affectionately referred to us as.
well, we'll find out. I mean, if I can, I'm gonna do some research. I gotta find a picture of her, or because I don't think she's gonna. Oh, I guess no, that wouldn't work. I need to find a picture of her, and then once I have a picture of her, I'm going to see if I can get her to come and talk to me again. So,
Well, again, you got her Mima's necklace, so pretty sure you got her under lock and key.
okay.
As you all are talking, Lilith gets a text message from Bert just asking how things are going.
I will look at my phone and I will just send like a quick thumbs up and tell him that I don't know if would he have known that we went to the hospital. Okay, then I'm not gonna mention that.
Not unless you informed him. Yeah.
No, I didn't tell him.
So are you telling him that you went to the hospital, or
no? Because I don't know where that would lead if I did, and I'm kind of worried.
fine.
But yeah,
that's fine. So I think. Sorry, brain fart. Bert just wanted to check in with you and see if you've managed to wade through the information that he had sent through.
not. I'm just gonna respond and be like, not yet. We have looked over it, but not enough to find answers as of yet.
Okay, so then you get 2 thumbs up emoji in response.
While this is happening, there was a chance to insight check Lexi further back, and I would have liked to have done that while that conversation was running between him and I can't remember which intelligence stat goes with it. Is it wits? Is it
wits insight? Yeah.
That's cool. Another die. Give me a minute.
Hannah is just watching the conversation like a tennis match, just back and forth.
I mean, I will try and assure you, Lexi, I'm not going to hurt your pet ghost or whatever that you seem so fond of. But I mean, I suppose in exchange for that, we can talk about more of my life as the bottom rung on the ladder at the Chantry, if that would ease up your mind some.
4 successes, and it's messy if it matters.
Well, it's a success, so whether or not I don't know if a messy situation applies in a
here.
It doesn't always. I just let people know that
Yep.
I have it.
Emma, how do I put this? We've all got how do I put this? Baggage. Okay?
True.
It's a new night, it's a new city, and we all do our best to make sure that our baggage doesn't drown us. Okay? So,
I mean, that's what I've been doing. I've just been hanging out up here.
Yeah.
Lexi, I just had a quick question. Are you worried about my ghoul?
I'm worried about everything. It's a perpetual state of being, darling.
Because I assure you, My ghoul is much more likely to survive these nights than I am.
Well, hopefully not if I have anything to say about it. Okay. Hopefully you have equal opportunity to both survive, is what I'm trying to get at.
Hmm. I require distance. He helps me get it.
Okay. Y'all are just love the vagaries, don't you?
Hmm. Oh, no, I've just been. People have tried to kill me accidentally way too many times.
That's not vague. Thank you.
So I have less problem with things that are not kindred than I do with kindred. In
Well, yeah,
fairness,
kindred are kind of assholes. Case in point.
yes, but the kindred, well, it's not really important.
I mean, we're talking about, final death, so I consider that kind of important.
It's just background noise to being me.
Aforementioned baggage.
No, but you clearly have baggage that requires you to drink 24/7 for a
It's not
century.
baggage. I'm merely experimenting. I'm trying
No.
out different spirits and their effect on the undead condition.
No
For,
wonder he's worried about Madeline, because he's talking about spirits now.
for character, this is her talking
valid.
out her ass.
I know.
Not
I got
her
you.
saying anything she's incited, okay? She was like, yes, no, 100 years of drinking, no baggage. Absolutely. That's absolutely how kindred work.
Hey, some kindred go, millennia drinking. I mean, that's kind of how we survive. It's our raison d'etre, one might say.
Lilith, do you want to learn how to roller skate? I think that, I could be doing anything else right now.
I would love to learn how to roller skate. I'm probably gonna fall, but
Great. There are extra roller skates in the car. Let's go roller skate.
So, okay, if they're going to go out and roller skate on the whatever, where are we at on trying to help the Baron, since apparently
Yeah, I've between, Raffi and, the Baron's coterie, as well as stuff we've done here, Raffi, as far as I know, has initiated the process of dealing with all the logistical nightmare of getting resituated.
Okay.
So that's handled.
Perfect.
And as far as we hear, last night we learned that the Lupine came in, handled some business, and then left. The extent to which said business was handled is up for debate, because apparently there's some sort of weird tentacly shadow spirit monster things coming out of the mines.
There's what?
Yeah. Good times.
Sounds like reason enough to not go to the mines.
Oh, yeah, no, I fully intend on never going near the mines.
Oh, wait,
number one,
sorry,
they're mines.
I forgot.
You're going to
I'm
go
supposed
right
to-
in front of me.
Sure, let's see if you can make that happen.
I have a feeling I got a little strength on you. It's fine.
You may have strength, but darling, I have charm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Sure.
And I'm very, very fast. I may not be strong, but I'm fast.
Well, have you seen anything strange at the bar?
Yeah. There's so much strange about this fucking burg. Aforementioned discussion about smart monkeys.
Why do you think I like it out here? Because it's strange.
Yeah.
Wyatt.
So my boss, she did something unexpected, which leads me to believe that there is more to her than meets the eye. Because smart monkeys want what monkeys want, and she didn't want what monkeys want, which leads me to believe she's not a monkey. And I don't like monkeys playing around in my cage. It tends to fuck with my food.
Hang on. For those who are not following this monkey analogy, speak plainly. What the fuck's going on with Waverly?
She said something, well, more accurately, did something that was unexpected and goes against type and experience, which leads me to believe that she has set herself apart in some form or fashion from the herd. Whether or not that's nefarious or not is open for debate, but regardless, it needs to be figured out, because if she in any way, shape, or form is able to spot our predations, that's a risk.
What, you think she's werewolfkin or something?
I don't know. It's within the realm of possibility, that's for goddamn sure. She's kind of fucking jacked.
Oh, okay, so what did she do exactly that's making you say this? Because just saying she didn't enjoy you hitting on her or something doesn't tell us anything. Or is that the hint?
What is it people want, Emma? What is it your average kind wants?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. You have to understand, Lexi, most of the kind I interact with want books. And I don't think Waverly's looking for books. So I have no idea. I don't know what they want.
See, I would categorize that as escape.
Okay. I look at it as knowledge, personally.
No,
I don't know.
They're seeking to escape the the mundanity of their brief existence.
Okay. So again, did you get turned down and that suddenly means that she is special? Like, that's why I'm confused. You have to spell it out for me, because I'm obviously not smart enough in this regard to figure out your hints.
When a kind in your scenario were to turn down someone like myself or Lilith, yeah, that goes against the pale. Or goes against the grain, excuse me. And bears further investigation as to how they were able to accomplish that. Because there's the certain thing of supernatural allure that those of my clan possess that typically make kind particularly susceptible to our advances. It's one of the, let's call it a litmus test.
So,
One of the litmus tests I have to figure out what the real mustard is in a town.
So did you use your clan's special talents on her and she said no? Or are you just talking about the general? Because I mean, I am to understand that there are situations where the kind are intimate with other kind that are of the same physicality as them.
Darling, I appeal to everyone.
Okay. You don't appeal to me, though. Am I not everyone?
Are you mortal?
No. So
There
you're
you
specifying the
go.
mortals. Okay.
Yeah.
My mistake.
I need you to get this through your head. When a kind says no, just off the cuff, That's odd.
Okay.
And it bears investigation. If it bears out that she just wasn't interested, so be it. I don't care. But the rarity of that circumstance is such that it raises eyebrows.
Okay. I think I have a better understanding now of. I apologize, Lexi. I'm just confused because I was just thinking like, well, you got turned down, and so that was I don't know. I assumed that could happen, but
Darling, I'll make the most chaste man blush. Moving on.
In the meantime, Noor has run away with the other one.
well, okay. Sorry. Apologies. Didn't mean to question your skills. Is this going to fall into the category of things Emma needs to look into again, or are you telling, or is this?
No, just keep an eye out.
Oh, okay.
You know, you say you have a particular ability to see things. Maybe take a look at her with your keen sight. Tell us what your elf eyes see, Legolas.
See, just working book references and doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to warm up to you, Lexi.
I don't need you to warm up to me. You're a fucking lick. You're perpetually cold, so just do the dang thing. For your own self-interest, if nothing else.
Okay. I mean, interesting kind are also interesting. It's not always just books and whatever, but okay. Don't worry, Lexi. I will go and look into Waverly for you.
Noor
Thank
pokes
you.
her head back.
One of the people who looks into her for you, I suppose.
Yeah, Thea's going to Hannah, if you wouldn't mind as well. It's odd.
I mean, I can. It's not like I'm not
Again,
gonna get
just
awkward stared at by everyone in that bar when I walk in.
I mean, you're dressed fairly appropriate for that environment, so.
Yeah, but I have a presence that most
Yes,
kind
you
don't
do.
like. Yeah, me and kind don't get along. Now, if you want me to follow Waverly home.
That's what I was getting at, yeah.
Okay. I can see about doing that.
Nora pokes her head back in.
Yeah, Noor pokes her head back in and goes, "We were commissioned to find weird stuff in this town. We already know all of the weird stuff in this house. We are the weird stuff. So I'm going. If anyone else is going, we should go. Because I am no longer going to argue about ghouls or Waverly or anything else. And, there's another haunted house. There could be, I don't know, mages, more kindred, anything else that we could report back to the Baron so that I can stop doing this."
If there's mages in this town, I'm leaving.
I don't know if there's any mages. I haven't heard anything about mages.
You're muted. Go ahead.
And with that, we're going to go to break.
Great, thank you. You're good. I honestly just use a clap with my stuff. It's fine. It's just I cannot spend, like, I have a life. I can't spend
I know.
3 hours listening to everything endlessly.
Definitely.
Look, you said
Yeah,
make
I'm
crazy
also-
fucking arm motions, and I took that shit and ran
I
with it.
appreciate it. I just don't want people to think they have to, okay?
I am taking every opportunity I can to find fucking glee in the world right now because, pain.
Pain.
So, glee.
I
And
really
it'll make
wanna
you
do it.
smile when you start editing. You'll be like, "Oh God, the crazy arms!"
Full noodles.
We all
Looking like
became
Doctor Who
wacky-
dancing.
We all became wacky waving inflatable arm individuals.
All
Looking
right,
like
As long,
that.
as,
Looking
long as
like
we're
the
not
doctor dancing.
pterodactyling.
that's all I needed. We can get started whenever.
We
At this
could be
point.
shake weighting.
It could be. This is why I need a bigger green screen, because I fucking hate that I was doing stuff with my hands and my hands were like, I was like, pull it in, and like, yeah, sorry, it's just my own personal thing. Now Corey's gonna do we're back.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to do that.
I know, we're already at that spot. I just
Oh my.
so Corey's gonna just sit back and look pretty, and we're going to take it from here.
All right. And we are back. Thank you for your everlasting patience with us. And I will let my players take their scene.
Noor's going to go outside and get the rollerblades for both her and Lilith. And while Rafi's just shaking his head at this whole experience because Noor has taken like his suggestion way too seriously. Which is pretty on par for what she's normally like. And while they're doing that, Nora's going to get out the phone and be like, Rafi told me that I can use this thing to search for like local businesses and things. And she's pressing on it, and they're pressing on it, trying to figure out. I think it's here. Ah, no, that was Amazon. Okay, I am looking for tattoo parlors. Can you help me find tattoo parlors? And she's gonna hand her phone to Lilith.
I'll take the phone and like scroll through it and open up like, I guess Google's a thing in this world, probably.
Oh yeah, it's
Yes, most definitely.
And, I'm just gonna type in tattoo parlors and then just hand
Hand it back.
to
This is magic or your magic, and I don't really care which one that is correct. And Nora's gonna scroll through the tattoo parlors like on the list because I'm guessing it'll be like the Google ads and then whatever's most popular and the Yelp reviews of them. And she's gonna pick one at random and call to see if she can come in for a consultation.
Okay. How many do you call?
I don't know how many there are in Sudbury, so let's say like 3 for the magic number of
I feel like that's right.
yeah.
I haven't been here that long, but I feel that that's right. So
Okay. She'll call 3, just make consultation appointments to meet everybody.
Okay.
So like no promises of Nora's getting tattooed, just, yeah. And then she's going to, after she finishes that, she's, I'm so sorry. We can definitely rollerblade now, and you can laugh at me as I fall down this driveway the entire time.
So while we're rollerblading, Lilith is like clinging to Noor, so she's also falling, but she's just having like a blast and just laughing.
To activate fleetness and add your celerity to your Dex Athletics pool.
yeah.
That's no fun. I want to enjoy. I want to feel it like I'm human again. Just let me live my life.
But you're not alive, therefore living a life is antithetical.
It's
Let
adorable.
me be me.
I am going to roll a dexterity check for myself, though, because I need my wardrobe to stay in place.
Okay.
3 successes should be enough, so.
Yes, it is enough.
Fantastic.
Back in the Haven, Lexi, Thea, Emma, and Hannah. What is happening?
So yeah, it's getting to be about 1 o'clock in the morning, which gives us about 45 minutes before last call. I would really, really like to get eyes on so that we can see if there is something to Waverly or not. Because if there is, well, then I have something over her and I can utilize that. To the benefit of the coterie, of course. If there isn't, well, then I just need to up my game. Which I do adore a challenge.
Well, I don't like to rat out clients, but Waverly did approach me to acquire if I had any. Well, she was wondering if I had any. Was it books or information, or if I could find something? I jokingly made some comment, I believe, about finding the diary of the ex-owner of like the hospital, and she's like, "You can do that," and I was like, "Probably not," but she wanted to know about the hospital, which is partially why I suppose I was curious in going there. But she was also curious about the Sudbury Art Gallery, I think is what they call it now. It was the Bell's Mansion, but they changed the name. You know, it's important to update.
Branding. It's branding.
Yes, branding. So I don't know. She didn't seem weird about the information because I kind of teased her about it, or I suppose it was teasing, and she just kind of rolled with it and thought she was all worried about me thinking she was weird. So she could just be a groupie. I don't know.
Curious, sir. And
kind of sounds like she's just kind of maybe into ghosts.
There are groups of people that do like those. I have been with some of the these groups, and they are fairly interesting because they just like to run around and scream and spook themselves more than anything actually being there. But
so yeah, let's. Does anybody have anything to do in the next 45 minutes?
No.
Well, then let's scoop up our fucking roller discoing compatriots and drinks on me.
I'd be offended.
Are we
Roller
gonna have
disco is kind to what we are doing.
Are we going to have a repeat of the first time we met at the sanatorium?
God, I hope not. Hopefully,
Well, I mean,
you've all learned something.
No, I meant. Oh, right. Okay, I forgot there was a lesson in there. Sorry.
What were you referring to, Emma?
No, I was referring to that. I just forgot that there had been a lesson involved in that whole
debacle.
Is that? Oh, I guess you could call it that. Anyway,
He bought us way too many damn drinks that we
Yes.
couldn't drink.
That was what I was
Look.
referencing. That's what I was referencing.
As previously stated, lessons were learned.
Apparently not very well, because I completely forgot that lesson until just now. Anyway, I I will say I'm gonna drive my truck. If anybody wants to ride along, they're welcome to. Otherwise, you can, yeah.
Thea, can you drive me, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
I'll ride with you, Emma.
Okay. Well, let's head on out then.
And I'll step outside and be like, "Hey, Derby Dan."
I think we both fall over at that point.
Let's put your boots that were made for walking on and go get a drink.
Nora just starts laughing hysterically at the concept of rollerblading drunk. It's just like, sure, why not? That's absolutely what this evening needs.
Allons-y.
Nor will offer a ride to Lilith if she wants one. If she doesn't, she can go with whoever.
Lilith will accept that offer.
Hell yeah.
And so begins the tradition of the really weird looking fucking kindred caravan.
It's not Emma's fault that you all drive fancier cars than her.
I do not drive a fancier car than you. I just drive a small eco car.
Yeah, I'm the one with the Cadillac, so
yeah,
I'm the only one staying on brand with the nefarious 3 black Escalades thing. So
in Sudbury, I feel like 3 black Escalades would be like really noticeable.
Yeah, I think people would start to feel that it was like maybe a memorial happening, or
also like there's
the
this
mob has
weird,
come to Sudbury.
Yeah, there's this weird preponderance of white vehicles in Canada. I don't understand what it's about, but
you always get a red one. It shows less blood. So
or a black one. It shows less everything.
True.
That is not true.
My
Not
vehicle
really
is black.
Anyway, so yes, Emma is driving Hannah to the sanatorium.
Yeah, and they
we all
is driving there with the key she hadn't given back to Lexi at the Haven.
Thea is learning.
Lilith is
So given the time and how everything given the time, and it takes about 30 minutes to get there from the Haven, you probably roll up actually just as Waverly is closing. Like, obviously Waverly's still there, but you know,
you're talking last call, because it was about 1 o'clock when we left, so
Yeah.
30 minutes puts us at 1:45, so that's last call.
Sorry, yes. Yeah.
That was my intent anyway.
Okay.
So we'll get in there, order up drinks for last call, and I'll get them beers and myself some. Just to piss Waverly off, we'll order an Appletini.
Okay. Waverly just rolls her eyes like, what are you doing? Also a little bit curious as to why you came back, but doesn't vocalize that.
And I will secure said drinks on a tray and carry it over to the table, and I will pass the beers out to the assemblage and start sipping very, very painfully at this disgusting concoction before me.
As I'm sitting there sipping my beer, I'm going to be glancing over towards Waverly.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Sense the Unseen to see if I see anything near her or around.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to burn a willpower to re-roll. Two successes.
Okay, so there's no spirits, or ghosts rather. There's no ghosts around Waverly. Um, do. Just want to pause the game, so I'm just real quick. Sensient scene is only really for like ghosts and like supernatural stuff, right? Like
Obfuscate, ghosts, and anything else using supernatural means or to remain hidden to the mundane eye.
okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so yep, everything seems normal.
You know.
I still have a hunger left over from last night when we went ghost hunting.
Okay.
What are the patrons in the bar currently?
I mean, it's last call, so you got
It's
the dregs.
last call. Yeah, there's probably couple of older gentlemen finishing up a beer, just two of them on their own, a couple of mine workers.
Anybody really sauced?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. I am going to sidle up to probably one of the mine workers. I don't really care.
Okay.
I am going to use my charisma and persuasion here. I actually have a fair amount of, and I have specialty in this because I have a specialty in persuading victims.
Okay.
Four. Those are 2 10s. 5 successes. And she's going to sidle. I'm going to pick somebody slightly younger than the 2 older men, though, because it would be weird otherwise.
Yep.
I'll be like, hello. What if I told you I was a vampire?
They just they laugh.
I know. It's that kind of night, right?
I mean, it is a full moon.
Right? I know. It'd be very but I just had to try. Like, wouldn't it be kind of funny if I was?
That would be hilarious and just the ending to the week I've freaking had.
Right. Well, I could always bite you. We could find out.
Their drink is spilling. They're like totally just
goddamn consensualists.
Totally unresponsive, just laughing, almost falling off their chair, just like whatever.
Right, thank you. And she's going.
Can I see this interaction going on?
Yes, but you do not have to worry about what you think you have to worry about. Anyways, she is going to pull him up while he's laughing and just laugh with him. Find either just outside or a darker corner or a bathroom or something and bite him.
Okay.
And then look in his eyes and go, forget.
Okay.
Because I have both that Lexi is correct. I am a consensualist, but I am a consensualist with cloud memory.
Bingo.
I just want one blood though. I only need the one.
Yep. They were pretty sauce, so they kind of just lean over and just so tired.
The drinks here, they're so potent. Come on. And she's going to take him back out into the main area and go and wave down Waverly and goes, I do not know him very well, but I think he's had one too many. Can you send him home? Do you know him?
Waverly Waverly comes over and double checks, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, Alfred. All right, buddy, come on. Picks them up, takes them to the front door, says, "No, I'll call you a cab, sweetie," and then goes back to the bar.
It's nice to meet you, Alfred. And Nor comes back to the bar.
Okay.
Remind me to talk to you about that later.
It's not a problem, but fine.
Right. So yeah. Hey Waverly, we just wanted to pop in, have a drink before we really get the party started. So we'll close out and get out your hair.
Oh, no worries. It gets kind of boring by myself cleaning up, so you're welcome to stay past if you want.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for my friends here, but I'll help you clean up a little bit. At least take out the trash. And
I would appreciate it.
yeah, and I'll start policing bottles and throwing them away and stuff like that, and putting glasses in the dishwasher and putting
Waverly gets off the phone for calling the cab for Alfred and goes back to tidying up herself behind the bar.
I'm going to text Rafi to go behind the bar and find the staff parking area. I'm assuming that's where it is, wherever the staff parking area is, and identify Waverly's car, just in case that we miss it, he can find it again.
Okay.
Emma is going to also, like, I don't know, she doesn't really want to wave Waverly down, but I guess if Waverly's wiping the bar down or whatever, she's going to go over. She's going to be like, Waverly, I just wanted to let you know I was looking for the book stuff you were asking for. If you've got a minute, once the doors are locked, so you've got everybody out, wouldn't mind talking to you so I can verify kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah, great. That would be great.
Perfect. Yeah, I was gonna say, once, like I said, there's no rush. Just let me know once you feel like you're whatever. Once it's locked down, and I can even wait outside if you really need me to. But I mean, it's probably just as easy if we meet in your back office or something for a minute. So, I mean, that. Don't take my comment.
I have a back office.
Okay. Well,
okay.
No. I don't know. I mean, so just.
Yeah, no, I have a back office. No, that's fine. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long now. Those two guys over there usually head out about now, so.
Perfect. Well,
I'll talk to you in a minute.
I'll rejoin the group that's just hanging out, and once it's ready for us to go, just let us know, and I'll hang back and we can chit chat for a minute.
Nor leans on the bar
Alrighty.
in a drunken state and goes.
So Emma's gonna go back over to the table and sit down and kind of go back to like just kind of swirling her bottle around. So
how is it really working with Lexi? Like, I have to know.
Are you up at the bar?
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, I'm fascinated. Like, I'm learning stuff from this guy. Like, I swear, like, I am just blown away. In all of my time bartending, I have never seen anything like it.
I'd like to roll an insight check on that.
Okay.
Because she does work at a bar. And I am suspicious. Drunk, but suspicious. Given that Lexi has caused us to be suspicious.
Hey, storyteller, I have a question.
Yes.
We did not get Waverly's last name, correct?
No, just Waverly.
Okay. Well, I was gonna text Bert and see if he could get information on her, but I don't think that'll be effective if we don't have the last name.
Last name. 3?
Yeah.
So you feel that, you feel that she is telling the truth. But there is a hint of she probably has seen speed like that, but not bartending.
She's seen something, but she hasn't seen that specifically. So she's withholding something, but she's telling me the truth. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. He's a very interesting person. Anyways, I just had to ask because honestly, he and my friend have been in a debate for like the last hour, and so I just have to know if he was just as loud with you as he is with everyone else.
A debate about what? Oh my goodness. No, honestly, I mean, he's only worked here a couple nights now, but he's super, super charismatic with everyone, like talks them down. Like I think I've only seen him get into a little argument once, and that was just because the person was getting a little rowdy, like nothing.
He does have that air about him. It's very charming.
Yeah. I mean, bartenders have to be, right?
Oh, absolutely. When you are doing fantastic, and I just really had to ask because honestly, like the people you know and are close with, you don't ever feel the same way like strangers do about them, and like I'm much too snarky to be like impressed.
That's understandable. Yeah. I mean, haven't really gotten to get to know him too much, so, but
I'm absolutely certain you will get the chance, and she will leave the bar.
She's just like, what?
Meanwhile, as Lexi has been standing behind the bar putting glasses into the freaking dishwasher, he's just kind of like, God damn it, Nor.
Look, you did remind me I'm drunk, and
Enjoy that. Waverly, I apologize for my Hale and Boone companions.
It's
especially
totally
Noor.
fine.
She seems incapable of ever holding her booze, but I appreciate the praise.
It's the truth. It really is. I mean, like, I'm blown away, and I have a lot to learn, I feel. So
You're doing magnificently, madam. Great. You are doing magnificently.
Oh, thank you.
I have a particular set of skills, and those skills exist entirely for the express purpose of getting people drunk and parting them with their money. So I feel like it's a match made in alcohol heaven.
I mean, you're not wrong. I myself personally, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, but
yeah. As I've said before, I like getting people drunk because it makes it easier to part them from their funds. So they have, I want, and take, have. But I digress. So glasses are cleaned up. I'll run the trash out and we'll get out of your hair.
Thank you again. You keep coming by, and you don't have to. Like,
look, I know how shitty it is to freaking close out by yourself, and I would not wish that on anybody. So I feel it is incumbent upon me to, at least in some form or fashion, assist.
Well, I appreciate it.
It is.
Most times, I just put on some music and get it done.
Truer words. And at that, I will grab up the trash bags and take them out, and then I will look around the surrounding area. Is there a place that overlooks where her vehicle is?
Most likely, yeah.
I will make my way up there and send a text to the group and say I'm on overwatch on her vehicle. I will give you a direction that she heads in for you all to start following her.
It's pretty easy to know which vehicle is hers amongst some of the other just junk vehicles that are there. It's a dark black SUV style vehicle, not clean, but not filthy either. There is a pair of skeleton heads dangling from the mirror. So could probably tell.
Indeed. Yeah, I send that text out. And
I assume Rafi came back with the same information, so.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll make my way out to Lexi's car.
I'm going to do the whole like, oh, I'm going to use the restroom really quick, knowing that there's this back office, and see if I can pick up her scent in some way.
Sure.
Just give it a quick sniff.
Are you going to use heightened senses or just
Yeah,
sniff?
I'm going to use heightened senses just to make sure.
so to clarify, you're going to sneak into Waverly's office and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that while Lexi and Waverly and Nora are at the bar?
Yeah,
Or is
basically,
that just, okay.
basically, I'll just, seeing that she's occupied, slip back towards like the bathroom or something, wherever it might be, and then kind of get that scent.
Sure.
Since it's basically, I think it's only Emma and Lilith at the table right now. Just so you know, Lilith, I'm going to talk to Waverly once she locks up, as it were. So once she's like, it's last call, or everybody ushers everybody out, don't mind if I hang back. Just letting you know. So
That's fine. I'm trying to figure out her last name so I can see if Bert could possibly get us more information about her.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I might be able to get that for you. I'll ask her. I mean, I can just say it's part of the business process, blah blah blah, whatever. So, because that's what I'm ostensibly going to talk to her about. So,
Okay. I'm gonna, just in case Emma cannot get it and Waverly gets defensive because is there a place in the bar where there would possibly be like a liquor license hung up somewhere that might have her name on it, or just like a plaque somewhere with her like full name, or just like
roll a yeah, just roll me a wits and awareness. If you have your dice.
four successes.
Okay, so yes. It's kind of hidden at the back, behind the bar, up a bit. Kind of the glass is now kind of foggy. The paper's definitely been sunned. But there's actually no last name. The license is just to the bar, so it says the sanatorium via Waverly.
All right, I'm still gonna send. I'm just gonna take a picture of it and send it to Bert, and be like, I don't have the last name, but could you possibly check into how long this bar has been running, or if there was a previous owner before Waverly took it over? Or...
Just as a reminder, the sanatorium was in the stack of papers that Bert sent us before the Nor had started going through.
Lexi, would you have noticed that, or was that after you left it to...
I went through the stuff, so conceivably I would know her last name if it's in the documentation.
It actually is not. The sanatorium would be under the moniker Minerva Inc.
Minerva Inc.
Mm-hmm.
So on the nose. Okay. Yeah. Neat. So yeah,
do with that information.
I'm oblivious to what Lilith is doing right now. So
yeah.
Assuming everything goes, does it, Hannah gets the scent and whatnot. Everyone else would leave, and then that leaves it with Emma and Waverly.
So before that, Bert does text Lilith back. Just as an affirmation, I will look into that for you. And Waverly ushers the rest of the patrons out of the bar. See you guys tomorrow. And locks the door. Figuring that after the meeting with Emma, could probably just let Emma out the back.
I'll have a slipped out before she locks the door.
Yeah.
I'm not creeping in her office still.
No. Okay.
And I'll probably head up towards where Lexi's at.
Okay. Waverly motions to Charlotte, in this case. You can follow me, Charlotte.
All right. Thanks for making time for me. I know it's been a long day, I'm sure. So,
it's fine.
Well, still, it is late. I just figured since we talked on the phone and all that, I wanted to verify some stuff just for, paperwork purposes. So, what? So just for like tax purposes and all that jazz, because I am an independent contractor.
Sure.
I have to take the name of all of my clients or who I'm working for at the time. So I just need to know. So I got Waverly first name, last name.
Can this be under the table at all, or for me?
Okay.
Please?
You know what? We will, for the time being, we will view this as possibly under the table. It's going to depend on what exactly you need and how much it's going to cost you. Because if it's going to be, okay, I guess if it's a big dollar amount, then it probably serves me to not pay the taxes on it, doesn't it? Anyway, so, sure. We'll just go with Waverly for now. How about that?
I would appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, I could give you my benefactor's name, but
I mean, if you're being spooky about your name, I don't know why you'd be throwing out your benefactor's name, but that's okay.
It's not spooky. I have skeletons in my closet and I don't need them out yet. So
do they, speaking like that, you act like they're just going to dance out the door.
They might.
I can understand. I can totally understand the need for some discretion. So that's why I mostly work as a independent contractor in these regards anyway. So you wanted information on the Sudbury Art. Oh, sorry. It's the they changed the name, the Bell's Mansion. So, and the hospital that's out by the interstate, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is there anything specific you're looking for in regards to those things? Because just general information, I might be able to find, like if an author's done a book on one or the other. But if I have specific information,
I do. I mean, Google's free. I have done a bit of my own research in my spare time. What I have. No, I was hoping that you might be able to dig up a bit of dirt on some of the people that were there, or things that wouldn't get published, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you are looking for me to find people's addresses and steal their diaries like I chose.
No, I'm sure somewhere, like, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe like the dark web or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't have access to this dark web. I only have No. I'm dealing in tangibles. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I feel stupid. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not stupid. I figured I wanted to make sure, because like I said, if it's something that I can actually acquire, then I would try to acquire.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was wanting if there was anything specific, if there's specific individuals, if there's, because you never know if there's a specific person you're wanting to know about. Sometimes things actually do come up, diaries, if it's older, if it's whatever. I'm not saying, like they hid their diary under their bed kind of diary. I mean, like, if it's 1800s, early 1900s, like sometimes diaries, some stuff like that does come out. So it's and I'm not talking about in the manner of a like a memoir or something. I'm talking about actual, like, the physical thing. So that was why I was curious. So,
well, I am interested in the original sisters that owned the hospital, for example. And as far as the art gallery, there's a lot going on there, and I don't think it's ghosts. I really don't. But I'm
okay. So okay. I'm not saying that I know the owner of the art gallery super well, but I have been there a couple of times. I have met with them a couple of times. I've done some tours through there for various things. So I guess I'm curious what you think is going on. What do you think is going on there, so that I can narrow the scope some? Because if you don't think it's ghosts, then because obviously that is the typical jump that people make. So
I wanted to know if it was a scam. I really did.
Oh, if Bell's Mansion is a scam. So I have done some guided ghost tours through there, and I would say that it is probably not haunted. It's just an old house these things happen. Kids come up with a story. They tell it to their somebody's brother makes the joke, tells the story to their little brother. The little brother goes to school, kind of thing. And it becomes folklore from there. Folklore actually is really interesting, how sometimes these kind of stories of like Sasquatch and things like that kind of originate. Anyway, that's not what you're asking about. I would say it's probably not haunted. If that is your question. I say probably only because there's always things that quote unquote can't be explained. And I'm not, doing a full scientific research project or whatever. I guess, I mean, if you really wanted, I could bring you out, we could do a tour of it together, and then I can walk you through, since you got questions.
Could you?
That
would be so awesome.
I could probably arrange that, considering like I said, the person who currently runs the art gallery,
Wow.
I'll just tell him I'm doing a guided tour, and I'm sure if I can kick him a little bit of money for it, he'll rent me the gallery for the evening, or and yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing.
I
She's
mean,
like, oh,
you'll get out of it what you get out of it, I suppose. So
okay, you are amazing, and I can't believe within like I've only talked to you what 2 times.
mhm.
Oh, where does Lexi find you? You are like friends. Like, oh my gosh, like this is so strange. I swear, you've been here the whole time though, haven't you?
Yes, I've been living in Sudbury for a while. I mean, it's been 10, 15 years, I think, at this point. I don't know. Sometimes I lose track of time, but I'm also traveling, so I'm here and I'm there.
So, how did you know Lexi before or?
No, Lexi is a recent acquaintance. I'm not much of a bar
Okay.
person, so I apologize for not visiting your establishment.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I've been to the bookstore that I've seen you before at night giving but yeah, I mean, I guess you wouldn't have seen me. I've only really seen you in the evening, so
Yeah, I mean, if you spend a lot of time on the day during the day, on the road traveling, you get to a place and it's nighttime. You got to do what you got to do before you get back on the road. So
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes it can be safer to travel at night. At least for me, that's been my experience. So
when there's fewer cars on the road, there's less accidents, et cetera, et cetera. Of course, the drunks are out when the sun goes down. So
that's true, but I've dealt with my fair share of drunks. So
tell you what, next week when it's a not busy night here, you let me know what's a good day for you, or night, I should say, because it's ghost tours are the best at nighttime. A, you don't have to deal with the public, and B, if the stuff does exist, it is the lore, if you will, claims that they're more active at night. So that's our best chance. So yeah, we'll pencil something in, and I will figure out how much I need to pay the proprietor to rent the facilities, and we'll go from there.
perfect. I really
if that
appreciate
works.
it. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah. So as far as like, money and stuff, I guess you'll just let me know after.
Oh, yeah. I don't ask for a discretionary fund. I 100% take all payment at the end once everything is done. So that way it's not like, hey, I need expense money now and expense money later. And it's just easier if I keep it all together in one little package.
What do you drink when you drink?
I'm just not much of an alcoholic. Or sorry, that was really disparaging towards your clientele. I'm just not much of a drinker. So
but what about like, do you drink coffee? Do you drink tea? Hot chocolate? Chocolate milk?
it depends. The hot drinks are always kind of nice, especially when it gets cold. So
one moment, and Waverly leaves the office for a quick second, comes back like no time at all. Here, hands you a perfectly wrapped little package of imported tea.
Oh, thank you. Though, don't expect this to reduce your bill any.
No, not at all. This is gratitude. This is
of
purely
course,
gratitude.
Of course. I merely jest. Sometimes some clients it's easier if you make slight jokes. So you never know. Each client is different. So
I get it.
What was it I was going to say? Yeah, and if you're interested, on that night, well, I don't know. You probably wouldn't be interested in something like that.
Like what? Tell me.
So because I read so many different books, I've started to try and dabble in a little bit of palm reading, but I found that palm reading that like you see in the US and the States is kind
Right.
of boring. It's actually toned down a lot. There's some old kind of like palm reading stuff that I found that's actually probably more true to the real deal, but it's not for the squeamish because it does require a little bit of blood. And so people lose their shit when they hear that. So I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in. But like I said, you don't seem like the type. I know you're like talking about the ghosts, but you know.
Honestly, frick. A little bloodletting never hurt anybody.
Indeed. Though that's kind of a practice that is fallen out of style in the last, 100 years. Medicine has improved so much, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I actually have. Okay, this is really embarrassing. I have pet leeches.
Oh, okay. Why?
I
didn't know that they.
I think they're cute. They're cute. They like in the water.
Okay.
Cute. I like them.
I will take your word for it. I've never heard of anybody keeping leeches as a pet, but there's always something new to learn each day, I suppose.
Yeah.
So today I learned something new.
Yeah, I do not shy. I know I'm such a weird like contrast, like so, but I love what everybody thinks is creepy. It's weird, maybe. But I don't know.
Okay. So, yes or no on the palm reading?
Just tell me when and where.
Do you want to do it right now?
Not tonight.
Okay. I just figured I'd offer. Maybe when we go on our ghost tour, you'll be more up for it. So
Sure. Atmosphere and all that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's not something I'm trying to like break into. It's not my next career choice. It's just I figured you're asking these kinds of questions. Maybe you're into that kind of thing. So I thought I would ask. So thank you for your time, though, Waverly. I will get back to me. You've got my card. You've got my number.
Mm-hmm.
So just let me know. And what time works, what day works for you. I will tell you the time once I know the day. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And then I guess you'll show me out. So
yeah.
I don't want to just walk into a door.
No. Waverly walks you out to the back door.
Perfect.
And then just goes around and does one final check of the bar before leaving herself. Looking up.
So Emma will go back to her truck and she'll turn it on and then kind of just chillax for a minute. So.
So Waverly goes out to her car, gets in, kind of looks around, doesn't really see anything. Pulls out her phone, shoots a quick text message, and heads off.
I think as a group, we are following her back to her place. Because...
So Waverly, it's not too far out of town. It's just a little bit out of town. How far back are you keeping pace?
Well, being the kindred we are, we're gonna keep a fair distance back because we have people that can, do that sort of thing, and we're gonna sit there and switch up who's the actual follow car, so that way the light profile changes constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she doesn't pick up that she's being tailed, since we have 3 such diverse vehicles.
Yeah. Sorry, my audio is doing something funny right now.
As we're going to, I'm gonna like kind of semi do the dog thing, and while Emma's driving, I'm gonna have like my nose like out the window a little bit.
Are you, just for visual sake, are you in coyote form or are you?
No, I'm gonna be in like person form currently.
Okay.
Doing absolutely nothing to destroy the stereotypes.
No, just kind of like, just looking like I'm just kind of leaning, but my nose is just kind of like out the window slightly.
Okay. Just so you can keep tails on. So Waverly pulls into a darkened driveway. As she pulls in, though, the lights on. It's kind of gated. The lights come on the ends of the gate. Nothing. It's not like a fancy gate, just like almost like a farm gate. So Waverly has to get out, open the gate up, go in, shuts the gate behind her. The car drives up to a small little farmhouse.
I was gonna say Emma's gonna drive past and kind of like go down the road some and see if she can't find another road that's maybe adjacent, connected. Is it like a big lot on a big lot, or is it like side streets and stuff attached, or what's?
It's a big lot. It's maybe not huge, maybe half an acre, but still pretty.
Okay. But it's just basically like one road with like lots.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. So
Rafi's going to
Farm road.
mark down the address, and then he's going to get on the municipality's website for who's paying the property taxes.
Minerva Inc.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Minerva Inc. would be the name.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna
I have one more thing on the property tax thing before we finish up. Last owner on the property, how long ago was it bought?
The property was bought probably about 12 years ago.
Okay. Last owner, real name? Is it like
The owner,
the prior
Oh.
to Minerva Inc.? Is it a real name?
yes. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We will mark that down, and we will see if that person is still alive, and we will find out
Okay.
who bought it from them.
Okay.
That's Rafi's thing, because Nora is fucking drunk and can't use her phone like that.
Okay. I'm going to have to get back to you on that. Lexi.
So a couple of things are Lexi's going to do a couple of things. He's going to activate fleetness, and I do not get hungrier. And he's going to, with great alacrity and speed, he is going to jump the fence and then blink to the side of the house and try and get eyes on the side of the house, staying as far away from the motion detecting lights as possible. But if they come on, he's blinking, so it's not going to see anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not get hungrier. So I blink to the side of the house, and I'm going to peek in. What do I see? And I will use Sense the Unseen.
Sense Unseen. Okay. So Sense Unseen doesn't come up with anything. As far as what you see, you look into a what would have been a stereotypical farmhouse kitchen, but it has been decorated similar to rockabilly style. So an amalgamation of retro and rock, if you will. Color schemes kind of like dark green and blues, but the fridge is that like mint green color. You see now and then Waverly just kind of like walking in and out of the kitchen, a black Labrador at her side, following her around. Nothing too suspicious yet.
Is there a storm cellar door or anything like that?
No. There is a barn and a chicken coop in the back, but
I have a question. Is there any indication that the windows can be blacked out in any way.
Is there particularly thick curtains as I look through the windows?
On the upper level. And that would be fairly visible because no light would be coming through. But if you were to walk around the house, you'd probably see lights on upstairs too.
I'm going to check the outbuildings. Wits and awareness or wits and investigation. And I'm moving very, very fucking fast.
Yeah. Just awareness is fine. Wits and awareness.
All right, you're gonna surge. Do not get hungrier. Hey, that's 3 for 3.
Pretty normal barn.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
What?
Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. That was a good surge.
Yeah.
I was with a critical, by the way, in case you couldn't tell.
Okay, so with the barn, you can tell that it has been renovated, updated within the last 5 years or so. Pretty expensive renovations, actually. So, I'd say at least 10 grand worth for me for thinking, sorry, that's kind of expensive for me. 10 grand, out of, sorry, pause. I'm trying to find my word and I'm tired. Fuck it, forget it. Okay. Yeah, so it's been renovated, but not heavily in use. Just like there's no horses, there's no, the only animals there are chickens, and so storage, pretty much nothing out of the ordinary.
The critical doesn't find me a trapdoor or anything like that.
Nope.
There's something about this whole situation that just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
While he's doing that, Hannah would like to shape change into her coyote form. So all of a sudden, just Emma sitting next to a big coyote. I hop out of the truck and start sniffing like the boundaries of the property. I just want to see if I can pick up anything strange scent wise.
Okay, if you want to, if you want to roll a wits and awareness as well.
Not great, only 3.
Okay. Is your heightened senses on?
Oh yes.
Like, okay.
Let me make that 4.
Okay.
Forgot about heightened sense.
Okay. No, that's okay. I was just asking. So there's nothing suspicious on the outside. Like, it's normal farmhouse, chicken smell. Hell, you'd probably even be able to smell horses that were there at one point. You do detect, as you're going around, you do detect the hint of vitae.
Is it particularly fresh smelling or is it kind of old?
Kind of old.
Okay. Is it by any of the buildings or just along the property line?
From the gate to the door.
Okay. Okay. I'll start heading back towards the truck.
Okay.
As they are investigating and I'm sitting in the car, I would be staring at the house. Can I get any sort of premonition?
You can, yeah, let's do that. Go ahead.
Okay. I just got hungrier since I'm trying to force a premonition. Three successes.
How do you usually see your premonitions?
They would normally just be flashes, visions, not generally audio with it.
Okay. So trying to think. You see flashes of packaging paper, a wolf's neck dripping, and a skull.
As in a human skull or an animal skull?
Human skull. For rolling a 3, what you make of that? Definitely, there's definitely been a death here. And something has fed from a wolf at some point.
Fed from a wolf. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, do you want to share that, or are you going to keep that to yourself?
Well, I was just gonna say Lexi is gonna text to the group. I'm not finding anything. Does anybody else have anything?
Rafi will text with Noor's phone right now because he's doing the house owned by Minerva Inc. Owners previous owners possibly still alive to ask questions. Business record lookup will have to wait till the morning because Canada is very 8 to 5.
Hannah, once she gets back in the truck, and sees this message, I'll respond back with got a little whiff of something funky. Not quite sure of its iron content.
Lilith will then send the picture of the license that she took a picture of, and I will say, it seems she doesn't want people to know her last name, strangely.
Emma's going to include, I didn't get a last name when I talked to her either. Sorry.
I'll message asking how fresh.
Noor will take the phone back from Rafi and go, Rafi is just Rafi. Coincidence?
All right. You know what? Fuck this. We're doing it live.
Lexi.
Lexi's gonna walk up to the front door.
You hear a dog, a couple dogs actually, just start barking up a storm, and you hear, "God damn! What fucking time? What the frick?"
As he goes to the door, I'm just going to be sending a stream of like nervous emojis throughout the group chat.
Someone whispering?
Sorry, I was counting.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was a little freaked. I was thinking. So you also hear Waverly kind of shuffling, trying to put the dogs just to the side so that they didn't get out, maybe in another room, something like that. You hear a bunch of locks unlocking the front door, and a gun, just like a hunting gun, just kind of comes out. Who the fuck? Holy shit! Oh, so sorry. Okay, pulls the gun back, unlocks the door.
Yeah, no, she's gonna get trans.
Okay, so as soon as she opens the door, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 sec.
Composure plus wits from her.
Okay. Yeah, you rolled it.
Okay. I've got a very robust pool for this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a critical.
Sorry, messy crit or just
straight critical?
Straight. Okay, she is entranced.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Hello, darling.
What?
How are you?
Fine?
Why don't you put the dogs away in a bedroom and invite me in?
Oh, okay. Doors just left wide open. Dogs.
She says, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will cross the threshold. And she goes to put the dogs away.
The door's open. So she left the door open as she went to go do that. So you're watching her.
Yeah. Once the dogs are put away, I'll cross the threshold.
Okay.
So, why don't you tell me what's really going on, darling?
What do you mean?
What's going on with you?
I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Tell me your secret. And I will gently caress the side of her face as I do this.
What secret? What do you want to know? What secret?
Why you won't tell anyone your last name?
I technically don't have one.
Why not?
I'm taken care of.
By whom?
Minerva.
And who is Minerva?
There's like, you could almost see that like force of like not wanting to say Celeste.
Go on.
Celeste Lamontagne.
And who is she?
What would you call a ghoul's person?
A regnant. Domitor.
Okay.
A regnant or a domitor,
Domitor. My Domitor, I suppose.
So you are Celeste. I understand. Don't worry, darling. You've done nothing wrong. Be at ease.
Face goes slack.
As a matter of fact, and I'll send a text to Nor and say, Nor, get up here now.
Sorry, I was muted. Nor will look at Rafi, look at the text, and go, do I bring the gun or not?
Not.
No, she's not asking you. And Rafi's like, tell you what, you bring the gun, and I will be right back. So Rafi's going to get out of the car with her and going to take as much sight as he possibly can on Noor in case anything goes sideways. And she will go to Lexi. Be like, okay, it's been that kind of night. Hello.
Ori, I want you to look. I'm sorry. Waverly, I want you to look deeply into Nor's eyes. Okay? Can you do that for me, darling?
She's already doing it.
Noor is just kind of suspiciously looking at Lexi.
Is it me?
No, I don't know.
I can hear.
I could not hear
you
Nor.
can hear me.
No, we can hear you.
Is it me? Can
Yeah,
you-
I couldn't hear Nor.
Sorry. It's like Noor's just suspicious.
And she's muted again.
She's talking really softly.
Sorry. Can you hear me at this point?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Noor is suspiciously looking at Lexi like, what is happening?
I need you to work some of that mojo you worked earlier.
Oh. On one condition. You tell me what you found out.
Oh, I will. That's guaranteed.
No, you tell me now.
We will discuss this in the car.
No, you tell me now.
She's somebody's thrall.
Ah. Then yes. And I will, I have forgotten how this works on ghouls because on a...
Ghouls are still mortals. It just works.
All right. Then the cost is free, and she walks up to Waverly and says, don't worry, darling. I'm certain this has happened to you before. It happens to most ghouls over time. She looks in her eyes and says, forget.
and then we will leave.
Nor will look at Lexi as they're walking out and says, "Do we really need to talk about my feeding habits now? Or do you understand my feeding habits and we can skip that conversation?"
Oh, no, I just want to try and help you in your efficiency therein.
I wasn't really planning on feeding. I don't do bars much.
Yeah,
Too,
I can
too
tell.
noisy.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, so let's get everyone back to the compound.
Great. Storyteller, how much time do we have until sunrise?
Should we still have a few hours?
I'd say about 2 hours now.
Okay. How much time will it take to get back to the compound?
15 minutes.
Okay. I'm just checking. All right. It looks like we did find another lick in town.
Are we back at the compound now?
Yeah, I'm good for fast forwarding.
Yeah,
that.
just fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick
And I
question.
will.
Do you
yes.
leave Waverly's door open?
Oh, hell no.
No.
Okay.
This isn't my first rodeo. Assumption of competence kicks in.
We definitively shut the door, leave everything as, undisturbed as possible, and go.
How long would that entrancement take to wear off?
I can cancel it at will, or it can take hours.
Okay.
Because it's 1 hour plus the margin of successes. So whatever
Yep.
the margin of successes is how many hours.
I'd
So
recommend the margins of successes at this point and just leaving them there. Because if she wakes up, she's going to text her dominator.
well, she's not going to remember anything.
You told her to forget.
That's true.
So
Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
she may have some lingering affection towards Lexi for some unknown reason, but she's not going to remember that he or anyone was ever there. So once we're back at the compound, I kind of just inside, get everybody inside, and
Nor
so
Tesla. He's very bossy.
forgive me for if it's, but it yes, she is the thrall of one. Forgive me, ST. I forget the name off the top of my head. It was Celeste
Lamontagne.
She is the thrall of one Celeste Lamontagne.
Or
Anyone?
I'm not sure.
Anyone know that name?
It doesn't immediately ring any bells.
For you
No.
people that have lived in Sudbury lived in Sudbury for a while, does that ring any bells?
I will roll an investigation check just in case it's something I've heard before. But
I can tell you right off the bat, storyteller says no, you would
Okay.
not have heard.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound familiar at all. I could smell Vitae going from the gate to the house. So that would potentially explain that.
Interesting. Yeah, so that is clearly somebody's domain, and
it does rather put a damper on your quest for seduction.
no, it answers every question I had. Like I said, I told you there was something about her.
It also puts the context of seeing the bar in the things that Bertha sent us into rather a different light.
Well, seeing as how she said she dropped the name Minerva, and then I asked who was that, and she said Celeste. That means that the sanatorium is another Lick's domain. It's their turf.
Does that
we
mean we're
are
going to have
poaching.
to open a competing bar? That would be very entertaining.
No, it just means that we're poaching on somebody else's turf, and that's a no-go. So no more hunting there.
Well, they haven't brought it up yet, but I was also going to say that since this is not a traditional domain, not everyone is. I mean, they haven't. I've been here for a while. No one ever told me I had to go introduce myself to them, so it's not like they're following the traditions. At least not all of them, if any.
Well,
of them.
as you said, it's not an established domain, but Elix turf is Elix turf. So whether it's a matter of principle to not violate that, lest they violate ours. If we respect theirs, they should respect ours. At least that's the assumption. If they violate said assumption, or if they violate, not assumption, it's a social contract, if you will. If they violate that contract, then all bets are off. But I would highly recommend we, as a group, agree that we are going to at least uphold our end of said contract and try and reach out to this Celeste and establish a working dialogue.
Emma, you currently are holding Madeline as a friend. You're holding whatever thing has brought Madeline to your haven. Is it possible you could bring Madeline to a more mutually agreeable place and we could ask her something specific? Because Madeline mentioned at one point that she used to have a friend like us. And while she could not provide a name, perhaps if I reminded her of this name, it might come back. I'm not super familiar with ghosts. I've run into one or two over my time, but
I don't have the necessary stuff on me right now. Obviously, I didn't bring the object with me. But
I didn't mean tonight, just in general.
Okay, perfect. Well, I was going to say I can make the arrangements. I can double check my my prep or whatever, as you will. And maybe in a couple days I'll have all the necessary components and we could do it here.
I mean, I was able to talk to her before, so perhaps my powers will grant me that. And I have ordered her clue, so I did kind of promise to see her again. So if it is Madeline, we have a standing date, and I would rather not break it with a spirit. I don't know what it can or cannot do to me.
That's fair. I'm just saying I would probably rather do my due diligence on my end so that I'm not having to rely on someone else to play interpreter for me. So no, if that makes sense.
I completely understand. I legitimately, even if we can manage to pull this off, I have no problem with you standing around watching me have this conversation with this ghost, because I just want to know if it's the same lick or if we have multiples.
Okay. Yeah. It's obviously not tonight. I'm just trying to think. It's going to take me probably a few days because I need to get something that I don't have easy access to right now because nighttime. So I'm going to, I don't know. Yeah, let's plan for like Monday or Tuesday next week. Since it's Saturday, Sunday. It's, I guess, a Sunday technicalities and all those. So yeah.
And did you mention that Waverly was interested in the Bell Mansion?
Yes, was going to take her there and figure out what it was she was interested in.
Then it is her Domitor who is interested in that, and we should figure out what her Domitor is interested in.
Apparently so. I just, at the time, it was my best guess at trying to figure out what her game was.
You did everything right. I'm not blaming you. All I'm saying is that there is something of interest to our kind about that place.
I've been there a few times. It's just kind of dull, so I don't know why it's so interesting to her. But we'll find out, or try to find out. So, yeah.
Noor will turn to Lilith and be like, this will be the kind of thing you need to tell the Baron, given that this is somebody else's territory he has not yet found to garner together, since he's found the other three of us.
So while all this was happening, I had texted Bert the name and see if he could find anything, and just to let the Baron know what's going on.
Okay. You get a response in the shape of a black heart.
Fuck you, Bert!
Okay, I was going to stay here since the all of the hubbub, but considering I need to start making preparations so that we can try and speak with Madeline, I don't know. I will probably head back to my haven so that I can get the ball rolling in that regards.
Well, Rafi and I have to return to ours as well, so if anybody else has anything...
We will see you all tomorrow evening. Yes?
Lilith, are you okay here?
I'm fine.
You might see me tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get the information I need on A, short notice, and B, the fact that it is a Sunday. So I don't necessarily have access to the proper archives.
We will see you when we see you.
Of course. No, I'm just saying, don't expect me to be ghost in tow tomorrow if you see me. So
if something comes up, be sure to let somebody know.
Of course.
Fantastic.
I'm going to various tattoo parlors tomorrow and the day after that. So if you want to come watch me talk to artists about body modifications, you can come along. It'll be fun.
It's a way for me to get out. I'm kind of just sitting here most of the time, so sure.
Excellent.
Well, ladies, it has been an informative evening. I bid you adieu, and we'll see you on the eve.
On my way out, I make my way over to Hannah. While you were sniffing around, did you smell anything other than vitae?
Other than just normal animal noises, some chickens, not noises, scents, chickens. It's got a little whiff of horse, but nothing strange.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, just I had a feeling that maybe there were other animals around, but I don't know.
I mean, there might have been, but I couldn't find anything.
Okay. And I'll leave, and since I still have the keys, take Lexi back into Sudbury.
Oh, I appreciate it, darling, but I will drive myself. If you need me to take you somewhere, I can, but I prefer that I arrive at my haven alone.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'll drop you wherever you would like, and yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Damn it!
And Lexi, you arrive at your haven.
Yeah, I'll drop Thea off wherever she wants me so that she can walk back to hers, and then I will drive to mine.
Okay.
Is somebody waiting there for me?
No. No, it seemed like you were you said damn it, and I wasn't sure if
No, this is Lexi reacting to the turn of events.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because now I need to quit my job.
All right. And scene. So, before I hand it off to Spectra, I wanted to quickly go through our XP count.
Oh, God damn it.
So, everyone gets 1 XP for this evening. So, we'll quickly go through our player vote, and then we'll move it along.
I'm going to go for Thea for dropping premonition on us like a friggin' champ.
That was.
Jeez and crow, it's like a brouhaha with premonition. Okay.
I'm going to go for Emma for that conversation with Waverly in the bar. That was really good.
I second the Emma.
Yeah, me too.
I'm good for one a season. I'm going to vote for. Yeah, I agree. When Thea was like, "I'm in a premonition," I was like, what? Inside my head, I was like, "Yo!" So yeah.
The last time my Toreador did that, we ended up with a Zamiche, so that was fun.
Lilith?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my vote to Thea. That was really cool.
All right. So both Emma and Thea get a point. An extra point.
Awesome. Good
Thank
job, though,
you.
everybody. It was fun.
I hit the button.
I was gonna say I need that XP for what's coming. So
Yeah.
Oh, so if we want me to take us out and want to make sure everybody had gotten all their opportunity to do stuff, I, as always, am your local chaos bringer, Spectre Elefet. I am the showrunner for Archives of the Dragon, so you can catch up with our other shows, Deep Magic, and we are bringing a Mass Effect show June 7th at 7 p.m., so that'll be fun. You can follow our socials. So Twitter, this is Arc of the Dragon, and YouTube, this is Archives of the Dragon. You can give us a like, give us a follow. All of those things help. If you give us a subscribe here or bits or anything, all of that also helps. Lord, my brain was so stuck on the Waverly stuff. I am sitting here going, I usually have a way out with this, but anyways, I really appreciate everybody who comes to watch us do this stuff, and we will see you next Saturday. Thank you for dealing with our break in the middle. We appreciate everybody, and if everybody has anything they want to promote, I'll give everybody an opportunity to do that now.
Me, please. First, please.
Corey.
Yes, please. So, as I'm sure most of our viewers are aware, not yesterday, I guess now, June 1st was the beginning of Pride Month. And I just wanted to do a shout out to an awesome company that I've recently found out about. It is called Juniper and Eve, and it is a undergarment company that is body inclusive, size inclusive, and LGBTQ plus inclusive. So I would love it if you all go and gave that a check. One of the models is actually a good friend of mine from when we were children, and I adore her so much. So yes, please go and check that out if you have a moment.
We'll
the
drop a
website
command
is
for
Juniper
that
and
in-
Eve. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Go do that again. Click the link. Somebody will be dropping the command for it as you're watching this. So anyways, anyone else have anything else they'd like to promote?
Well, this Sunday, tomorrow, at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, the season premiere of Windy City After Dark, Season 3, will be airing on McStabber Studios. A day later, it'll be up on YouTube, so if you can give that channel, McStabber Studio channel, a like and a follow, that would be dope as well, and hit that notification bell so that you can be updated when the new videos drop. And then I'm going to hand it over to Hannah for the other thing.
Yeah, excitingly, on the 9th, so Wednesday the 9th, McStabber Studios also will have the first episode of our 3-part Monster Hearts 2 series that Mickey and I will be in. High school drama shenanigans will ensue as we go to a high school barn party, and drama and supernatural things. And it'll be really, hopefully, very exciting to watch. Raylan, Mama McStabber, is our storyteller for that one. I don't remember.
Master of Ceremonies.
Master of Ceremonies, yes. And it'll be very interesting. Our session zeros have been very entertaining.
Yes. And I believe Saturdays is when the Call of Cthulhu London Esoteric Society airs. Forgive me, off the top of my head, I can't remember what time, but if you go to McStabber Studios on Twitch, they will. What was that, Corey?
I think it's at 1. I'm not
It's
sure.
at 3 p.m.
1 p.m.
It's after
The 3?
ours.
3,
Oh, okay.
3 p.m. EST. So
Yeah.
there you go. Thank you, Emma.
I was.
Sorry.
Huh?
I was just going to throw out that Tiss is a great storyteller. I did a one-shot with her for Monster of the Week. She is fantastic. We had a great time chasing down a big black hound on English moors, so, you know.
And yeah. Like, follow, subscribe.
If no one else has anything?
You.
I'm not in any other streams, but I do have knitting, crochet, and cross stitch items for sale. Easiest way to find them is to follow me on Twitter at ROHTIA1.
Awesome. And we'll drop those links as well. They are in the
And I'm just going to shout out my Twitch channel again. I now have 27 followers. Follow me if you like me watching me rage over some video games. And I am also in the process of starting a small business making and selling phone cases. So when I get that set up and everything ready for that and have a date when that is going to open, I will let you guys know.
We need to play Phasmophobia still, too.
Yes, we do.
And I'm fairly certain Nora is going to drop our Twitter stuff over in
There's
the
always a command
over in the
for
chat.
that, so if you just are interested in who's playing, you can type !SBN and it'll show you the cast and all of our social links so that you can follow us along. So,
Yeah.
no
Raven?
one. Sorry, Raven.
If you like Dumpster Fire, absolute Dumpster Fire Vampire, that is the season finale of Prince William by Night, is on twitchtv.com/Sylvanov. That game will be this Saturday at 7:30 Eastern, I think. I don't know. It's Dumpster Fire Vampire. It's the season finale. If you're interested, check it out. If you're not, totally understand.
So basically, you can have a very full day today. So you're going to jump from here to McStabber to Sylvanov today because Vampire and Call of Cthulhu is a great way to spend your Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
With
Also, apologies. I held this up because this was actually something that was made by our Thea here, but the green screening is also taking a lot of it out. So.
Happy Pride.
yes.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you everybody for joining us, and remember, the first Pride was a riot.